Okay, begin recording. The date is 1/13/12. The time is approximately 10 a.m. The address is 1918 Carmelina Drive. We are across the street from Charlie Barton Park. Outside we have noticed some cobwebs, a little bit of the underlying plastic showing up, some bit of the drip system. There is some exposed wiring here. There's also some chipped paint on the entry as we walk in. The mailbox does not have a lock. When we walk inside into the entryway, there's a little bit of chipped paint on the ground, not very much. A few scuffs and stains on the walls. We also have window coverings that do not have pull cords. These are blinds that are exclusively to be made opaque and viewable, but there is no ability to actually raise them. The other window coverings, the curtains, have some amount of dust and debris on them. On the windows, we have the remains of little ornament holders that have gotten stuck and appear to be glued to the wall. There's the remains of them over here as well. A little bit of dust and chipping on the windowsill down here, actually quite a bit of dust. We see some scuffs on the walls. As we go into the dining room, we find a little bit of spotting on the somewhat worn laminate, a little bit of extra wearing on the laminate over here. There's some dust and debris on the windowsill, a little bit of dust on the curtain. We have, let's see, in the kitchen here we have the flooring, which is actually appears to be linoleum that is rolled out in a wood pattern. Appears to be relatively new. We have some edges of the counters starting to pull away a little bit here. We cannot test the washer, dryer, or other appliances because the power is off. The sink does appear to work properly. There are some old window locks laying around. Walking into the south bedroom, we see that there is some of the baseboards have some chip paint pulling away just slightly. The carpet is brand new. The phone connection was pulling away from its housing. We put that back on and screwed it back on. There's a little bit of overpaint by the mirror, a little bit of uneven painting around the edges, and some overpainting around the edges of the windows. I have recommended to the owner that they cut these pull cords from the blinds so as to not create a safety hazard for their children. Again, a little bit of overpaint near the window molding. A little bit of dirt on the edges of the door, a little bit of discoloration there. We have in the north bedroom here, again, a little bit of overpainting and uneven painting around the places where it was just painted, near the closet, near the windows, around the edges. And we have a bifold here that does not appear to close properly. In the southeast corner of the north bedroom, we have a little bit of chip painting around the baseboards, a little bit of uneven painting, some gaps, and it looks like the phone housing is pulling away. In the bathroom, we have everything seems basically nice here, except there's a little bit of chipping on the new wall surface here between the sink and the bathtub, a little bit of discoloration on the bottom of the bathtub, a little bit of smearing apparently of paint underneath on top of the sink, and what appears to be a new mirror on top of the old medicine cabinet. And a little bit of unevenness where the new wall surface is installed. Alright, in the backyard we see a little bit of grass poking up through the bricks and the pavers. A little bit of discoloration and cracking on the surface of the driveway. We have tire marks, etc. We have what appear to be old oil stains and rust stains. This is the second from the right, which is the carport associated with the unit. There's some old pieces of plywood laying around. There's cabinets that appear to be discolored, showing wear. And there are lots of pieces of miscellaneous lumber above us for some inexplicable reason. Alright, walking back out into the backyard, we see a lovely old picnic table, which looks like it was made in the Cretaceous era, with a lot of stuff underneath it. And moving forward, we see some a little bit of discoloration, chipping on the exterior of the building. So, I believe this concludes our video tour of the property.